hi there! Welcome ladies and gentlemen, and thanks for joining me, your host, the sauciest savant this side of Sunnydale, yup, that's me, DRBC 007, for another episode of DRBC News. Story number 1, and it is a real humdinger. So hold on to your handbags or grab a handsome stranger and get ready, because Disney is looking to ditch EA. What a slap in the pork chops that would be for the mighty Electronic Arts. Yup, that's right, Daddy Disney, the real powerhouse, is not particularly happy with EA's cartload of crapcakes that have really tarnished the Star Wars franchise, especially in the gaming arena. Website Multiplayer First reported something similar in an article recently released, stating, according to a source that wishes to remain anonymous, Disney talked with top-level EA executives over the growing backlash, something that was corroborated by the Wall Street Journal, who reported that consumer products and interactive media boss Jimmy Pitaro sent a message to EA about their concerns regarding Star Wars Battlefront 2's bad press when it comes to loot crates and how some see it as gambling. Based on the info that we received, it states that both parties agreed that the Battlefront 2 microtransactions model needs to be revamped to stave off further backlash. Also, it mentions how Disney was unhappy with how long EA took effective action regarding the situation, since it has evolved enough that the backlash could potentially harm the Star Wars IP, given The Last Jedi was hitting theaters soon. Possibly the biggest thing though is how Disney apparently gave a less than direct threat that EA could lose the Star Wars publishing exclusivity rights if things didn't improve. The House of Mouse had concerns about the exclusivity deal with EA due to the press backlash, investigations regarding gambling, and the bad press involved. And then on top of that, VentureBeat corroborated the exact same thing. Earlier today, Electronic Arts Chief Executive Officer Andrew Wilson had a phone call with Walt Disney Consumer Products and Interactive Media Chairman Jimmy Pitaro about Star Wars Battlefront 2. According to news sources familiar with the situation, a few hours after that call, players are finding out that they can no longer make in-game purchases with real money. So it does seem that Disney has the real power. They are strong with the Force. Now you're probably thinking, no way, EA has a contract to build these games, a franchise lease of sorts, but if you truly believe that Papa Disney could not tear down the walls of EA and rip the Star Wars franchise from EA's grubby little mitts, then you're more ridiculously stupid than Gemma Collins. She is just awful. Just awful. Disgusting. I would not be surprised in the slightest if the Star Wars franchise was gifted to another publisher, but the other big guns out there may not be any better. Ubisoft? Activision? Why not give it to a small studio that's proven? Give them the money and freedom needed to make a fantastic Star Wars game. If anyone can do it, Disney can. Hell, maybe they can even make their own studio. Who knows? But let EA feel that buttock-singeing burn when the Star Wars franchise goes to another galaxy far, far away. Next up, Red Dead Redemption 2, Rockstar's Wild West wonder weapon, may just be getting a Fortnite PUBG Battle Royale mode. That makes me more randy than a frat boy in a room full of drunken cheerleaders. Now, Red Dead Redemption 2 was originally supposed to be released in the fall of 2017, but Rockstar decided to push the release date to spring 2018. Although fans may have been more miffed than Miss Muffet, Rockstar don't usually like to rush their projects, making them as good as they can be. And hell, who isn't going to wait for Red Dead Redemption 2? Then on February the 1st, 2018, Rockstar delayed the game once again, but with it came a firm release date, the 26th of October 2018. Now, why does this mean that Red Dead Redemption 2 is getting a Battle Royale mode? Well, Trusted Reviews released an article on February the 6th explaining that they had received a lot of development notes back in 2017, but they decided not to release the information at that time because, in their words, it was all unsubstantiated. However, as more of that information has been validated in promotional materials, they decided to lift the lid on a few more of those hidden gems. Now, where this story gets juicier than the entire Brazilian beach volleyball's bouncing buns is where Trusted Reviews state that Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to get a Battle Royale mode, survive and revive and money grab. With the absolutely unrivaled success of the Battle Royale experience, with Fortnite and PUBG doing so well, it's not too much of a gamble to suggest that Rockstar will want to capitalise on that area of success. Now, I don't know about you, but this cowboy is rootin', tootin', and ready for lootin'. Yeehaw! Oh, yeah! And finally, I wanted to give you an update to the channel and of course my direction and the direction of the channel, because it would be of the direction that I am going in. Battlefield Bootcamp has kind of ground to a... well, it stopped, kind of, hasn't it, really? And I know that a lot of you are here because of Battlefield, but I truly, truly do hope that you'll stay because of this one here, me. Yeah, because, well, I do. Part of the reason that everything is kind of ground to a halt, just my circumstances, like becoming a father, which is wonderful by the way, but also due to Machinima's decision to not really continue the series, and this is simply because of their business direction, which is more focused on animation than gameplay and my grand wonder. Obviously I am disappointed, but will continue the series for my channel alone in the future and revamp it completely when the new Battlefield game is released. You may have also seen a shift towards other games, and I know that lots of you like FPS, but I do really hope that you will stay, as I said, for moi. I wanted to note the great success of Planet Monster Hunter World and the Reddit community that supported it. They again have shown what a single, and I mean like one, just a single share can achieve. You know, if we get the content in front of the right people, you can sit back and basically just enjoy the tingling sensation of Scottish whiskey. Not a girl, maybe a girl as well. They are very feisty up there up north. Honestly, the game is top drawer and it is simply fantastic and well worth your time and money. And plus, it doesn't have any goddamn loot boxes in sight! Thank you, Capcom. Thank you very much. Tales from the Trenches will also come to a close with a final episode, but it is still a little way off as the awesomely talented animator is incredibly busy on some fantastic projects. However, it is almost done. Almost. So just hang on for that and it will be there soon. And finally, Patreon has come to a close. Yes, I had a Patreon page, and that dream, it's sort of, it wasn't... I couldn't sustain it as I wanted to. So although it started very well and with fantastic intentions, unfortunately with different lifetime circumstances and changes, it wasn't possible to continue it. I want to thank the people that have supported me on Patreon from the bottom of the heart, right down there, because, you know, just for anyone to support you doing something like this is incredibly meaningful. There is going to be another way to support me if you do want to. Of course, you can do tips through donations. There's always a link at the bottom of videos, and also from live streaming, but on YouTube Gaming there is an actual subscribe button where you can subscribe and give I can't remember, it's like £4 or something like that per month, and that would go a long way to helping me and the channel survive. And we all know with that we want that. Well, at least I do. Well, that's it for now, my salacious and sexy strumpets of love. Thanks for joining me for DRBC News, and of course, if you liked this video, please do press that like button and comment down below, because it really does help this channel to grow. For more gaming news, entertainment, gossip, and of course, handsome and heart-tugging dollops of dashing D, be sure to subscribe with notifications turned on. I've been your host, DRBC 007, you've been you, or perhaps a star-spangled hero turned nighttime drag queen named Diaphragm, who frequents the power palaces of India in search of a handsome prince. Thanks for watching, and remember that the Dangerously Raunchy Broadcasting Corporation is here for you. You stay saucy, world. Oh, yes. Oh.